Roland Orzabal, born the 22nd of August 1961, is an English musician, singer-songwriter, record producer, and author. He is best known as a co-founder of Tears for Fears, of which he is the main songwriter and joint vocalist, but he has also achieved success as a producer of other artists such as Alida Adams. In 2014, Orzabal published his first novel. Early life. Orzabal was born in Portsmouth, Hampshire. He was initially raised in nearby Havant. His family later moved to Bath, where he attended Culverhay School and became a member of the Zenith Youth Theatre Company. Early career. Orzabal met Kurt Smith while both were in their early teens in Bath, Somerset. In the late 1970s, they formed a mod music group, Graduate, along with 3 other members. Following the release of their debut album, Acting My Age, the group disbanded and Orzabal and Smith went on to form Tears for Fears, a new wave, synthpop outfit directly inspired by the writings of the American psychologist Arthur Yanin. Solo work. After a decade of major international success, Orzabal and Smith acrimoniously split in the early 1990s. Orzabal continued to work as Tears for Fears after he and Smith parted ways. The subsequent albums Elemental, 1993, and Raúl and the Kings of Spain, 1995, are effectively solo works by him in all but name. Elemental was a success, being certified as gold status in the US and silver in the UK, while Raúl took a more artistic direction but garnered less chart success. In 2001 he released his first proper solo album, Tomcats Screaming Outside, under his own name. Orzabal and Smith had reconciled by that point and were working together on Tears for Fears' next album, Everybody Loves a Happy Ending, 2004. Work as a producer, songwriter. As a songwriter, Orzabal is a 3-time Ivor Novello Award winner. His first award was in 1986 for Songwriter of the Year, following the release of Tears for Fears' second album Songs from the Big Chair, for which Orzabal wrote or co-wrote all of the tracks. Orzabal and Smith were responsible for discovering pianist, vocalist Alida Adams, whom they invited to collaborate on their 1989 album The Seeds of Love. Adams appeared on several tracks on the album, most notably the hit single, Woman in Chains, which she performed as a duet with Orzabal. Orzabal then co-produced Adams' album Circle of One, 1990. The album reached number 1 in the UK and number 20 in the US, and featured her transatlantic top 10 hit, Get Here. Orzabal also co-wrote the lead track, Rhythm of Life, for the album, which was originally intended for the Seeds of Love. As well as playing guitar and singing backing vocals on the track, he also appeared in the song's accompanying promo video. In 1999, Orzabal co-produced the Icelandic singer-songwriter Emiliana Torini's album Love in the Time of Science, along with Tears for Fears associate Alan Griffiths. The pair also wrote 2 tracks for the album. Orzabal's talents as a songwriter were recognized again after Michael Andrews and Gary Jules recorded the song Mad World for the film soundtrack Donnie Darko in 2001. Their version was released as a single in 2003 and became the Christmas #1 single in the UK that year, ultimately becoming the year's biggest-selling single. The song was originally composed by Orzabal and was Tears for Fears' first hit single in 1982. In 2004, the song won Orzabal his second Ivor Novello Award, as the songwriter of the best-selling UK single of 2003. In September 2021, Roland Orzabal was awarded his 3rd Ivor Novello Award along with Kurt Smith for their outstanding song collection by Tears for Fears. Other activities. Novel. Orzabal has written a novel, a romantic comedy entitled Sex, Drugs and Opera, published in 2014. It tells the story of a middle-aged pop star, Solomon Capri, who is semi-retired but is approached to take part in the reality show Pop Star to Opera Star, which he sees as a way to rejuvenate his career and his waning marriage. The story was inspired by Orzabal's own experience as he was approached by the ITV show himself, though did not take part. Personal life. In 1985, Orzabal's relationship with his father was parodied in a cartoon published in the UK tabloid The Sun. This cartoon was reproduced by the band on the artwork for the Tears for Fears single, I Believe. Orzabal married Caroline Johnston in 1982. Caroline can be heard singing the child vocal on the Tears for Fears song, Suffer the Children, from the band's debut album The Hurting, and also drew the hands cover artwork for the 1983 re-release of Pale Shelter. The summer of 2017 saw the death of Orzabal's wife Caroline. Tears for Fears initially withdrew in July from the remaining shows on the North American tour. They were co-headlining with Hall & Oates but resumed the tour in September 2017, at the Staples Center, Los Angeles. It was during his late wife's illness that Orzabal began writing songs that appear on their 2022 album, The Tipping Point. After losing his wife, Caroline Orzabal, and his friend, Alan Griffiths, a contributor to the album Elemental. In the same year, Orzabal turned to his musical partner Kurt Smith in 2020 to finish what is now The Tipping Point, their first record in 17 years. Orzabal's second wife is the photographer and writer Emily Raff. Discography: solo albums: Tomcat Screaming Outside, 2001, With Graduate Acting My Age, 1980, With Tears for Fears The Hurting, 1983, Songs from the Big Chair, 1985, The Seeds of Love, 1989, Elemental, 1993, Raúl and the Kings of Spain, 1995, Everybody Loves a Happy Ending, 2004, The Tipping Point, upcoming, February 2022, references.